So in the AI Pod project, we are leveraging advanced deep learning technology. So we're developing algorithms bespoke for the project to extract what we would call clinically meaningful information. So in my role, in particular, I'm looking after the medical imaging data. So we're trying to extract information from CT, cardiac CT, and we're using existing technology, for example, image segmentation methods, but we're also developing new prediction models. And an important aspect here is that we believe that we need to kind of take a complementary approach where we extract information at different scales, different types of information. For example, for the cardiac anatomy, we want to measure the phenotypical appearance of the heart, and we want to measure geometric features, for example, at different scales. So the large structures of the heart, but also, for example, the coronary arteries. We want to get very detailed and fine-grained information at different levels and combine that into a better prediction model. So an important aspect when using AI for critical applications like clinical decision-making or diagnostic tools is to embrace that AI is not a one-size-fits-all technology. So we really need to embrace the data diversity, the heterogeneity in our data, in our population where we want to apply those tools. And we're doing this in AI Pod by developing bespoke models that, for example, are tailored to different subgroups in the population. So we know that a off-the-shelf segmentation model, for example, might not work in all subgroups of the population. They might be biased towards one group. So one example is here that we take the diversity of the data and make sure that, for example, the models that we build work for the entire population. And that means, for example, that we need to have models that are maybe tailored to the female or male population and other subgroups that we potentially will discover throughout the project. So in the AI Pod project, we have the opportunity to actually get a lot of data from different sites. So that will mean that we will have very diverse and heterogeneous data. That comes with challenges as well that we need to overcome. For example, we need to put a lot of thoughts about data harmonization. How do we make sure the data can be used and combined from different sites, because it will be used and acquired from different scanners, different populations, geographic differences. But this will also be a strength in AI Pod. So we really believe that bringing that data from different sites together really helps us to build AI models that will generalize, that will be robust, and that will really work eventually for everyone it should work to. I think it's an important aspect to consider when you use AI Pod for making real-world impact, that it's not just one narrow application. So while my role is to look at the medical imaging data, there are many other types of data that we want to incorporate, especially for cardiovascular disease. We need to incorporate other clinical information, lab data, blood tests, all kinds of other information that we have about our patients. But most importantly, it's a population disease that we see comes from our lifestyle habits. So we need to know what our patients do. We maybe need to monitor eating habits, diet, lifestyle, exercise. So that is also where we incorporate data from other sources. So we have the Citizen app that our patients will use to monitor their lifestyle. And all of that is important information to be incorporated. So eventually we want to incorporate clinical information, but also lifestyle information to have most accurate and personalized prediction of cardiovascular risk.